Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where I'm doing more user scenarios. This one sent in by Churchill Dagon, although slightly modified by me. I need to change the range, or that could be bad. Let's go for 40,000 so that I have time to sort the fleets out. Two battleships, battlecruiser, 4 heavy cruisers, 2 lights, and I do have build restrictions on these against, well, a combined Axis fleet, technically. Some German and Italian ships trying to join up. Perhaps a breakout, or some form of cheating and nonsense. Anyway, yesterday's video was against Germany, so I've changed it to Italy. And I changed the year a little bit so that this would be taking place sometime in 1943 or so. Given how long it takes to build ships. So, let's get into the design. Now, I can't use the Falkland because it doesn't meet the requirements. So, new battleship time. Now, I've done a lot of British battleships. Now, it says Battleship Treaty Limited. Now, chat, you can choose whether that is Washington Naval Treaty Limited or London Naval Treaty Limited. Because if it was being laid down in 1935, Washington will give me max 16-inch guns, and London will give me max 14s. And London's much more popular. Okay, so we're making a King George V class. Let's go minimum displacement. We'll have to lie a little bit. Again, Ultimate Admiral ships tend to be a little bit chubby compared to their real-world counterparts. Don't normally go for the top-end tower, and it is very heavy and very expensive. But that is actually a reasonable amount. That's 6 extra base accuracy, 8 more aiming speed, 9 extra damage control, more smoke is significant. Yeah, I'm going to go for the... Oh, no, it doesn't fit. Never mind. Go for the advanced tower. 2, then. Fine. Do I know why casements are called casement guns? I don't, actually. Now, if we're going KG5, I should go for the advanced secondary tower. The one that matches, which I think is the heavier one, because, of course, it is. Go. Or at least a version of the KG5. I might not. Maybe won't do an exact copy because I have done a historical build of KG5 before. What kind of? Now we've got light cruisers in the mixture. Can I fit 6-inch guns on those bobbits? I can. Okay, we'll take some 6-inch guns to deal with the light cruisers. 6 of them should be fine each side. Gun-wise, obviously I'm limited to 14, so that's what I'll use. But the enemy's probably going to use 18s because they are the best bet. Actually, I'm tempted to use 13s because they're a mark up. But I can't use quads if I do that. I'm going to need all the punching power I can get. And then I'll actually look at the pen tables. No, the pen on the 14 is still better. Just. So I'll go for 14s. So, I had a question there. Mark. I was talking about marks, Werner. So, the 13-inch gun is a Mark IV. and a 14-inch is a Mark III. So these are a more advanced type of gun, so they get a bunch of buffs and things. But 13 to 14-inch is a pretty big... Oh, sorry, what was the question then? Oh, it's like a partial turret mated... yeah, attached. Yeah. Mated to case mate. Yeah, that makes sense. Mated to the case of the gun, of the ship, i.e. the side. Right. Can I go full hog? KG5? And go for the... Instead of 2 quads and a twin, go for 3 quads? Yeah, sure. We'll go for 3 quads. You used to be able to get Mark 5 18-inch guns back in Alpha, was it 4 or 5? When with the old unlock code that you had to put in. Funnels. How much smoke do I have to play with if I go for oil? 77. That's a really annoying number. That's an incredibly annoying number. Alright. 25. No, that's not fast enough. Go for an inch. 32 knots. It's not too bad. I'll go medium on these two. Standard quarters. I'll go super veterans because I'll die otherwise. I do have a bit of really a 4 weight offset. That's not what I expected. But okay. Hey, Twitchyknees. Pass. It's a combination of German and Italian ships somehow. So, Bay of Biscay, I suppose. Volorosk, hello there. Yeah, so... Systems. Now, I do not have a lot of displacement to play with here. Again, I could really stretch the definition of full of standard displacement and pump the put the displacement up to 48 to 60 before it changes size. Let's go 2 powder, super heavy, TNT 4, semi-auto advanced hydraulics with Gen 2 radar. Being a hydrophone, we do have light ships to support us. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Coil. Right, next is getting that flash fire chance down. What do we get? Reinforced bulkheads. 2, 1, 1. Go for a heavy. Then I need some form of torpedo protection. That's not good. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Could I go for reinforced 1? Yeah, I can. Aha. Armour. I'd like more. But it's gonna be tough. A deck of 6 is good. 15 on the belt. Yeah. full displacement. You're quite right, Senkanero. 50,000 full is 35 standard. You could certainly get it to that by lying. And being very economical with how you define things. I am running an all or nothing. So, to be honest, I just don't want those turrets popping. I'd like just a little bit more on the turrets. And a little bit more on the conning tower. Here we go. Any ideas for a name? The kind of KG5, but not. Creative accounting. I mean, Revenge is a good name. Replacement for the Revenge class. HMS Drake. Done. Now, the Battlecruiser, I could use the Falkland, which is a ship you may have seen in my video that came out today, actually, because I'm recording this the same day the obsolescence video came out. But that does not meet the requirements. The requirements was for a super hood. So we will bring hood herself. Seeing as we have a very KG5-like ship, we'll bring hood as well. So we'll go for the modernised battlecruiser. Edwards. Edward VII works for the battleship. But I like Drake. Remember the KG5s were named after famous admirals, so you had Anson and Howe. So Drake would perhaps be the 6th ship in the class. So yeah, I'm happy with Drake. You're very similar. And you stick out too far. Is this the one that matches? It is. Good. Right. Again, I'll go with 6-inch secondaries to deal with the light cruisers. So the way I do funnels is I'll choose the engine type. So you need to choose whether you're using diesels or not, and your oil or coal or whatever. That gives me 74 smoke, and then I look at the funnels. To use 2 funnels, I would need something that had 36 smoke. But all the game gives me is 50 to 60. That's it. So, I'm sorry, it ends up being a single funnel, because you don't want a smoke interference penalty. Hello there, God of Empire. Welcome to the chat. Rule Britannia, indeed. Edward VIII never got a ship named after him. I wonder why. Yeah, so if you're wondering, why don't you use more funnels, Brother Moreau? That's why, because what I would love to do is to go and just tell the devs, look, there's no reason for me to choose the tall funnel 4, 5, or 8, because there just isn't. Like, give me a bigger variety in the stats on the funnels, because otherwise, you know, there's. And in fact, what I really want is one that has a smoke interference of 74. I'd pick that. So all these are either too low or too high, depending on your point of view. Anyway, that's why it's only getting a single funnel. I'm sorry. I don't know about the current Queen Elizabeth, but I believe she's named after the Queen Elizabeth battleship, which was after Queen Elizabeth I. But I would need to actually check that. Now, we are allowed to use 15-inch guns because it's the hood, and treaties didn't apply to her. Or, well, they did, but she hadn't. She was a special case. That one looks horrible. One thing I do like about the British guns is you can usually get them on the medium barbets. There we go. So 2 15-inch guns on front and 2 15-inch guns at the back. Here's the plan. A little bit of an half-weight offset. We'll just tuck that in a little bit. There we go. Looks pretty hood-like. Yeah. Thank you, Senka, for confirming that I wasn't talking rubbish. Now then, yeah, I don't want the bigger version. So I'll go for a 48,000 ton version of hood. Bring an auxiliary diesel. How fast can we get it to go? Balanced boilers? No. Forced. Well, with a forced boiler, she'll make 32 knots, which, I mean, isn't great, but I think is pretty much what she could do historically. I mean, Hood, if she'd survived until 1943, would have been in desperate need of a refit. Yeah, 32 knots. Okay, that's perfect. Range would, I think, yeah, 20,000 kilometers is fine. Standard bulkheads, go for standard quarters, because of course, you know, not going to go on, not going to make your flagship pokey. And she was used extensively because she was quite roomy as well as fast. I'm not bothering with the 2-inch guns because I think this is going to be a hard fight. I'm not going to need them. Right. Let's get her guns set up. I'm going to go for exactly the same setup as the battleship. And then we're going to try and get our flash fire chance down. Nice and low. Reinforce the barbettes. Maximum barbette. That's 2%. I can live with 2%. And with all or nothing? Yeah. Actually, heavy barbette thickness is fine. Don't need the super heavy. Let's give her... What did I give the battleship in terms of torque protection? Anti-torque 2. Yikes. Well, could maybe go anti-torque 5. We'll see how it goes. Because she's going to need a lot more armouring. I know, when she went off to fight Bismarck, she was overdue for a refit already. Basically falling apart. Now, the 15-inch guns, I want at least 18 inches of armour on them and 9 on... Yeah, instantly. Okay, let's just go with an anti-torque 2. Same as the battleship. Mid-belt stick. There we go. Okay, that's looking a little bit beefier. What was the battleship in terms of armour? 3, 2.5, 6, 4.5. Yeah, let's go with 4, 4, 2, 2. 2. And to be honest, I'd rather have just a nice protected citadel. Oh, not quite. Do it with superstructure armor? Yeah. There we go. Bit of a different armor scheme, but that should give us a fairly chunky citadel. And Yeah, we'll go with that. Right, the heavy cruiser, it is requested that this will be the Churchill class, as it is the designer's request. Now this is to be a treaty cruiser. Now I did one in the last video, so I'm going to do something fairly similar. And I'm going to build it as quick as I can. Oh yeah, this one can only have 4-inch secondaries. Just put a couple there on for the looks. Now, guns, it would still be limited to an 8-inch. I'm just going to go duals this time. It's just going to be a county class, but actually no, let's go ABX triples. So slightly lighter armed than the Antrim that I tried, and the what was it, Cornwall class I tried last time. That seemed to work. Not too bad, just as being a really tough ship for the enemy to actually sink. Oil, and I seem to remember these went really fast on natural boilers. Really? Did I use the heavier? Oh, it's going to look a bit different. I must have used a slightly different setup. These guys are going to go at, was it 28 or 29? 29 knots. Actually 29.5. It's acceptable. Standard. I'm not putting in these channels, so. Basically, I want these. I want these to act a little bit like. Well, I want them to act as screening ships against the enemy light cruisers, primarily. Just because I don't want them getting ideas. That's fine. But they're definitely going to be for dealing with the enemy. Let's go just standard 23-inch. Don't need anything fancy. I'm not going fast because I'm not going to micro them that much. Right, what's my flash fire chance? 1%. %, with a standard barbette thickness. Very nice. Ooh, I can give them anti-torpedo 5 and triple bottom hulls, so they can basically sit there and absorb torpedoes all day. And let's give them 12 inches of armour on the turret, 12-inch mid belt, 6-inch mid deck. Fuck me. Super armoured cruisers. 6-inch belt in general should make them. Oh, can't quite manage it. But that should make them very difficult for light cruisers to hurt. So they should be able to take those out pretty much with impunity. I haven't done a historical build of Dreadnought, but I've certainly built early Dreadnoughts. Right, and this one was to be the Millie. Of course it is. Treaty modern light cruiser, that's fine. Go up to the maximum displacement. Oh yeah, maximum displacement light cruisers are really weird because you can't move this tower. Please give us more light cruiser hulls. I'm just going. I might go 5-inch on these. 5-inch or oh no, 6-inch Mark 5 as well. 5-inch looks better though. I'm a sucker for looks. I'm going to go 5s. 5s, and can you fit 4s as well? You wanted wing turrets. Maybe not what you thought of, but we're going to go wing turrets. Lots of wings. Definitely wings. The 6 can have small guns on them. Yeah, I know, but there's no... Sorry, I'll just show that off. There's no destroyers, so there's not much reason for me to take a 2-inch gun, although it does look cool. Those big American-style guns really don't fit this cruiser hull. And I'm going to be using these more like destroyers anyway. So yeah, we're going to go for all the 4-inch guns. And lots of torpedo launchers everywhere. Underwaters and deck. Again, I'm just going to stick with standards, but I'm going to make them big ones. Yes. Let's get the thing actually, you know, built. 4-weight offset 28.9. There's not much I can do about that game. Why is it so blinking high? That makes no sense. None. Does the ship look that unbalanced? I mean, the midpoint is roughly here, where those boats are. That's just weird. Al, are you on the Discord at all? Because you can just DM it to me that way. Oh well, we'll figure this out. Put the torpedo launchers back. Doesn't make much difference. Mind you, if I put them to the rear, that does help a bit. Bloody hell. Well, at least it's not yellow anymore. Tell you what, I can take off the forward underwater launcher. That's maybe what was causing the problem. Because I'd rather have the quads, or actually maybe just a single quad in the middle. I have a very slight 4-weight offset. I can deal with that. And maybe a couple of single launches like that. Oh, actually, what do you mean I can't use barbettes? What? Well, my plan, I was going to put a barbette there and then put a gun and then have torpedoes on the side, but screw it. The game doesn't want me to do that. Fine. Again, we're going to go standard, we're going to go full on, we're going to shoot the range down. Yeah, -2 smoke is fine. Let's go. How fast was the Churchill? 29.5, so I want to be able to go at least 29.5. 31.5. That will do. Thanks, Al. Yeah, no, it just won't let me. I mean, it goes white, but then it says no mounts. So, no, I can't fit them. Which is very strange. Anti-flip 3. Still got loads of weight left. Flash fire chance 0. That's what we like. Actually, can I get away with the stupid HE build of Doom by going for super heavy picric acids? Yes, 1% flash fire chance. Sure. That's entirely normal with autoloaders and electrohydro turrets. So this would be taking place in 1943, but the tech year is 1935 for me and 1936 for the enemy. 4-inch guns are already as armoured as they can be. So let's armour up the rest of the ship. Oh man, light cruisers are so broken sometimes. Let's go for 1 inch. I know there's no destroyers, but this will keep out errant shells from secondaries and things. There we go. That is a super annoying ship. It's a really, really annoying ship. Just tons of HE firepower. So ruining you with fires. Massive quick firing torpedoes because of those singles. Because it does carry a reload. Tough as old nails to get rid of. Sure, why not? Okay, let's head into the battle. Miss Lidite. Hey, Lidite 1 was a fun option. So really what they're there for is to get in the way of enemy light cruisers, maybe annoy enemy heavy cruisers, and if we get really lucky, we might get a torpedo strike hitting something important, but I don't think it'll happen. I really don't think it'll happen. Right. Okay, everybody warming up. Okay. Tiny battleships, huge battle cruisers. This could be fun. Heavy and light cruisers look pretty normal. Okay. We have our... not a KG-5. Oops. Still thinking I was trying to do that. Yeah, they look good. Where's Hood? There's Hood. Lovely. Excellent. Right. I'm going to have to sort this out somehow. Now, they were all the same speed, so I'm actually going to put all the capital ships in one line. And I'm just going to put all the cruisers in a screen. And just keep it very straightforward. So Commonwealth is leading us up, followed by Drake, followed by the Hood. And the enemy will be to the north, which is the opposite direction to the way I'm going. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to press ×10, and the AI is going to completely flip out. But that is why I started at 40,000 meters. Did I change the crew on the cruisers? Yes, I did. All the ships are using veterans because I think this is going to be a pretty hard fight with all the build restrictions. Particularly the battleships only having those 14 inches. That is really gonna hurt because 1936, I'm pretty sure they have access to the big 20 inches, although I think they'll be Mark 1s, and I think they also have access to Mark 3 18s, which is probably the best gun they could go with. Oh, we've spotted them. The enemy is Italy. Well, technically Italy and Germany, but what the fuck is that? You have all these beautiful hulls, new hulls, those wonderful new gun models, and you choose that. 14-inch guns. Okay, well, I guess they were sticking to the treaty too, but it's ugly and I hate it. The Battlecruiser is much nicer. Look at that. I'm not sure B can superfire. Maybe it can, but it looks pretty low down to me. Same for the X turret, and those are 16-inch guns. So interestingly, like us, the battlecruisers are more. They have more heavily armed battlecruisers than they do battleships. Heavy cruiser has 8-inch guns and a metric smeg ton of torpedoes. Wonderful. And the light cruiser is basically a destroyer, also with a smeg ton of torpedoes. Great! Wonderful. Glad I didn't include the destroyers. They also have 7-inch guns, the naughty naughty sausages. 14-kilometer range torps. Okay, pretty sure mine are a little bit longer than that. 15... Yeah, 15 kilometers. Must be using 22-inch or something. Fireworks ship. Ooh, interesting if true. Actually, I wonder if I can get a shot of the Drake with hood behind, because that would be pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. Ship of the lines, guns. I think they had a caliber of a couple of inches most of the time. Yeah, age of sail ships would just melt against ships like this. Completely different class. Is that hood opening up? Yeah, hood's got the range. So yeah, Age of Sail era artillery was measured in terms of the shell weight rather than the caliber, the size of the shot. Looks like the AI is doing its classic not wanting to come anywhere near me routine. So I'm going to ask the battleships to save their ammunition because, well, the capital ships to save their ammunition because I really don't want them flinging all their shells at a light cruiser. Have they formed a line of battle, or are they just milling around? Those are cruisers. That's a cruiser. Yeah, this is their line of battle here. Headed away from us. So we'll continue to close in. No point firing on ow. Rude. No point firing on the light ships. They will have the range on me with those 16s. Yeah, they're going to keep me away with their lighter ships. Yeah, 0.6% chance to hit. Really annoying. Ow! Will you stop that? I don't know why Hood's running into the back of Drake. They go the same speed and they're in the same division. Doesn't seem to make much sense. Something to do with turning slowdown, probably. Or Drake has... Why is Drake stopped? The hell? Looks like Drake is actually stuck. That's weird. There we go. Coming back up to speed now. Change up the order of the ships. Oh, Hood, you're going to have to just shoot, because you're getting hit. Very rude of them. Still not in range of these that enemy battlecruiser that's shooting at me. Oh, Hood is in range now. Good. Finally, fire back. Do you have an ID on the battleship? Battlecruiser. Ooh, good chance to pen. And the Commonwealth is opening up. Good, good. Right, don't want to get too close. It's not a great range to engage at, but it's going to have to do. At least open up with all the guns. What kind of shells are they using? Cordite, picric acid, very high damage, super heavy. Reduced ammo. Battleships, 14-inch 2-powder guns with TNT shells. Increased ammo. Standards. Okay, battlecruiser is definitely the big threat in terms of gunnery. And then torpedoes. Just need to get a little bit closer because, yeah, it's getting those deck hits in a crazy range. I mean, we're about 20 kilometers away from each other now. Finally getting some hits. What's the bulkheads like? Few. Yeah, they only have 30% chance of penning, but they're doing a pretty good job of it. Keep hitting the foredeck, aft deck. Still, there's nothing critical in those areas. Now Drake finally getting in on the action. I'll lighten up a little bit more. Don't want to stray into torpedo range. Now it's starting to get hits in return. Yeah, Hood just getting unfairly targeted, I think. Cruisers starting to engage each other now. Good. There we go. Now starting to stack up a little bit of damage. What's my pen table look like with the 14s? 52. And with Hood 73. flooding hit, finally. Oh, you fired torpedoes at the Niobe. Okay. That's not ideal. I'm not microwaving the cruisers, they're going to have to deal with it. But firing at the cruisers is alright, because that will kind of come... Yeah, there they are. Should miss the capitals, which is the important thing. Although Drake is so far behind. Whoa! Who had Italian ships explode on their bingo card? Oh dear. What happened to you? 15-inch shell hits mid-belt, which I think is actually this hit here. So that's from Hood. Mid-belt pen, 43 damage, but that went straight into a turret's magazine. Nice. And that wiped out the ship. Okay. Well, that's evened things up a little bit. Now then, next battlecruiser, please. Secondary starting to fire. It is. And Hood has taken 29 16-inch hits already, which is not ideal. Pretty lucky with that battlecruiser going pop, though. Let's keep an eye on the Drake. Actually, no, she did just eat a torpedo. That's what I was just about to go and check. But that's her being stupid. If she was where she should have been, like here, would have been fine. So I'm not going to micro it a huge amount. They have an anti-torpedo belt for a reason. Torpedoes coming in from all kinds of directions. Yeah, Hood is falling back. I'm just going to get her to pull out. She's done a good job, but she's taken an awful lot of fire. And she doesn't have the resistance to keep up with it. What are they up to? Nope. Still haven't manoeuvred away on them. Plus, as Hood retreats or moves back, she'll draw their fire. Yeah, 2 battleships are all right. Got hit by a torpedo. Oh, the Millie! No! You can't survive. Light cruisers can't survive torpedo hits, sadly. Again, screen command is just the weirdest. They go all over the place. I know. No, not Millie. Sorry, Millie. Real Millie's fast asleep. Oh, hello. Whoops. Ah, yes. Bye-bye. Exactly the same fault. Oh, dear. This time is a 4-belt pen, so this magazine must be outside the main citadel. Because, yeah, that's a hit like that. Yep. A turret blows up. Goodbye 16-inch guns. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. I'll let the Commonwealth target whoever she feels she needs to. And you can go on to normal. Because they may feel that they need to murder light cruisers. And given the number of torpedoes I'm dealing with, I'm fine with that. Churchill takes a torpedo hit. Their chance to pen the Commonwealth at 27%. Okay. Just like to thin these guys out just a little bit. But I think the battleships will need to start, targeting the enemy battleships soon. It'd be nice if the cruisers would try and keep pace. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, the battle line is fragile, but unfortunately it is effectively screened. And they just fired torpedoes at me. That's a lot of torpedoes. No, I'm going to overcorrect. Steering's hit. Right. Commonwealth, you are pretty much out of it. He's very annoying. Drake already maneuvering. Down goes a heavy cruiser. At least with only the one ship, the cruisers should get a bit closer, which will help. Revenge for Millie! Yeah. Not sure I'm going to be able to pull a victory out of this, but so far it's, they've lost 2 ships completely, and I've had 2 damaged, so more torpedoes coming in. Yeah, they're coming Drake's kind of direction. Hard to tell. Again, I'm not microing 1,000,000 ships. Just don't get hit, or all get hit. It's fine. Achilles is alright, actually. Should be fine. No, balls. There's a second wave. See, sometimes I see the AI on a screen order actually quite effectively dodge by themselves. And sometimes they just completely fail to do that. Scout, you should probably leave. But the others can stay on. Providing some useful firepower. Nah, don't bother with that. 2.6, 2.7, 2.6. Go for the Stengel. The robot being racist to Australians. Hey, Mitch. Oh dear. Oh, fuck me. More torpedoes. Fuck off. Honestly. If I was writing a naval treaty, no torpedoes. I know. Mitch has entered the stream because, and how do I know? Because Automod has started banning things. I love how I have pretty similar range to them, but I don't think my ships fire their torpedoes at all. Oh no, they have, actually. Scout goes down. My mistake, just haven't hit anything. Do have a speed advantage over the Italian battleships. I know. Situation normal as far as torpedoes go. Churchill, rather than doing what you're doing, could you screen Commonwealth, please? Just getting bothered by a heavy cruiser. Now what are they up to? Going all over the place. They're running. I don't know, but they're manoeuvring all over the place. Please kill that light cruiser. Come on, that flooding hit has to sink it. Thank you. Right, let's pursue them. Metal fish have been causing plenty of problems, thank you very much. Wait for the AI to figure out what the hell it's doing. Battleships are kind of milling around. Again, few bulkheads, we might be able to flood them out. But Drake's pretty beaten up at this point. They've been fighting for a long time, and they have tons of ammunition. No, I'm calling it. We're going to get out. We'll fire some torpedoes or something to amuse ourselves, but no, we're going to get out of here. Call an end to this battle. Unfortunately, not a roaring success. Those very effective screen that they had meant that I really wasn't able to get in there and deal with them. as usual with this sort of fight, I'll keep going until basically we're not firing anymore. I don't think there's any point risking my ships any further. Already lost a few. What did we lose? We lost. I think we just lost. Yeah, we lost both light cruisers, and our ship's pretty beaten up. And they lost 2 battlecruisers. Just not a bad exchange. COVID's been shit lately, Mitch. I missed a few streams because of it. Yeah, that sucks, but is what it is. How's Hood doing? Hood is all the way over here. Very far away from the action. Yeah, just there. Cornwall over here. Fucking hell. Honestly. If I hadn't been for the fucking torpedoes, I think it would have been alright. I headed for anybody else? Don't think so. Thanks, Midge. Love you too. Why the fuck would you go that way? Jesus. Yeah, just Churchill on screen order. That's fine. Pretty sure we'll be out of range soon. It's alright, I know what a POM is. Anyway, let's have a quick check of the fleet. So Hood taking a fair old couple of hits. It was just that, yeah, 47 16 inches brunt of the early fire. Commonwealth took 1 hit from the 16s, 40 from the 14s, but it was that torpedo that meant that she had to pull out. And Drake, 50 hits from the 14s, and yeah, she also took a torpedo and had to pull out. Because it's pretty much impossible in these big fleet battles to avoid all the torpedoes. So yeah, we'll call it a day. The enemy battleships don't look interested in following us. No, they're off. So I'll let you decide, chat, whether that was just a draw, a victory or a loss. And I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.